In the bustling city of Lagos, where skyscrapers pierced the clouds and streets buzzed with life, there lived a young girl named Adanna. She was the daughter of a renowned storyteller, a man celebrated for weaving tales of wisdom and wonder. Adanna inherited not only his storytelling prowess but also a radiant beauty that seemed to rival the sunrise. Her ebony skin glowed like polished mahogany, her eyes sparkled like twin stars, and her laughter was as melodious as a flowing stream. Adanna's beauty was unmatched, but what made her truly captivating was her kind heart and warm smile that melted even the hardest of souls. Adanna joined the prestigious city school, instantly admired for her beauty and intelligence. Teachers praised her diligence, and students admired her charm. However, Nkem, the self-proclaimed queen of the school, felt threatened. Jealousy began to simmer as Nkem watched Adanna win the admiration she once enjoyed. Nkem, fueled by envy, gathered her friends Nkechi and Ebra. Together, they plotted to humiliate Adanna. "Let's remind everyone who truly rules this school," Nkem sneered, her eyes gleaming with malice. Their plan was set in motion during the next school assembly. During the break, Nkem and her friends poured muddy water over Adanna in the schoolyard. Laughter erupted as Adanna's uniform and braids were ruined. Tears welled in her eyes, but she held her composure. "I forgive you," she said, stunning everyone with her grace. Teachers, witnessing the event, intervened swiftly. Mr. Ode, the mathematics teacher, scolded Nkem and her friends. "Your actions are disgraceful," he said, assigning them extra duties. Adanna's dignity remained intact, her resilience inspiring the entire school. Despite the humiliation, Adanna's kind heart shone. She continued helping her classmates with homework and greeting everyone with a smile. Her refusal to retaliate won admiration, slowly melting even the hardened hearts of her tormentors. The school festival was disrupted by an unexpected storm, threatening to ruin the decorations. Adanna, undeterred by the chaos, rallied her classmates to save the event. She even invited Nkem, Nkechi, and Ebra to help, surprising everyone with her inclusivity. Initially hesitant, Nkem and her friends joined Adanna's team. As they worked together, they began to see her genuine nature. Their jealousy started to wane, replaced by a grudging respect for Adanna's strength and leadership. Thanks to Adanna's leadership, the festival was a resounding success. Teachers and students praised her efforts. Even the principal, Mrs. Oloyemi, publicly commended her. Nkem's resentment began to dissolve as she realized Adanna's true value. Overwhelmed with guilt, Nkem approached Adanna after the festival. "I'm sorry for everything," she said, her voice trembling. Adanna smiled warmly. "It's never too late to make things right," she replied. A new friendship began to bloom. Adanna and Nkem's friendship began to grow. They shared stories about their lives, and Nkem found herself inspired by Adanna's strength and humility. Slowly, the other girls in their group also began to see Adanna in a new light. When rumors spread about Adanna being favored by teachers, Nkem defended her. "Adanna works hard, she earns it," Nkem said, silencing the gossip. It was the first time Nkem silencing the gossip. During art class, Adanna showcased her hidden talent for painting. Her work impressed both students and teachers. Nkem encouraged Adanna to submit her art for a citywide competition, setting the stage for another achievement. Adanna worked tirelessly on her painting for the competition. Nkem and her friends helped with materials and ideas. For the first time, the group felt united, their previous jealousy replaced by teamwork. The competition day arrived. Adanna's painting of Lagos' vibrant streets was unveiled, drawing admiration from the judges. Her work stood out for its depth and storytelling, earning her first place. The school celebrated her victory. Despite her win, Adanna shared her moment of glory with Nkem and her friends. "I couldn't have done it without your support," she said, teaching them the value of gratitude and teamwork. The principal announced an inter-school debate competition. Adanna was selected as the team leader. This time, Nkem and Nkechi were part of the team, giving them a chance to showcase their own strengths. The team spent weeks preparing, researching topics, and practicing speeches. Adanna's leadership kept everyone motivated, and her encouragement helped Nkem and Kechi grow more confident in their abilities. On the day of the debate, the team faced fierce competition. Adanna's eloquence and teamwork shone through. Nkem delivered a compelling argument that earned loud applause. They emerged victorious, strengthening their bond even further. News of Adanna's debate victory spread throughout Lagos. A local newspaper published her story, highlighting her resilience and leadership. Teachers beamed with pride, and Adanna's classmates felt inspired by her achievements. Mrs. Olayemi, the principal, called Adanna into her office. "You have the potential to achieve great things," she said. She offered Adanna mentorship, helping her plan for future academic and personal growth. Adanna noticed Kechi struggling with her grades. Offering her free tutoring sessions, Adanna helped Kechi improve in math and science. Their bond deepened, proving Adanna's belief in lifting others up. Adanna proposed a charity event to raise funds for underprivileged students in Lagos. The entire school rallied behind her idea. Nkem and Kechi helped organize the event, marking another step in their transformation. The charity event exceeded expectations, raising enough funds to provide school supplies for 50 students. Adanna's efforts brought smiles to many faces, solidifying her reputation as a role model. Offers from modeling agencies and TV shows flooded in for Adanna. Though flattered, she declined, focusing on her education and values. "True success isn't just about fame," she said, setting an example. A new student, Amora, joined the class and struggled to fit in. Remembering her own struggles, Adanna reached out, helping Amora feel welcome. Amora's gratitude strengthened Adanna's resolve to always support others. The school announced the science fair. Adanna partnered with Nkem and Kechi to create an innovative project. Their teamwork resulted in a functional water purification system that won first place, inspiring others to collaborate. During a school assembly, Adanna was invited to speak about her experiences. Her words about kindness, resilience, and collaboration moved the students and staff, earning her a standing ovation. Adanna began exploring career paths, seeking advice from mentors and teachers. She realized her passion for storytelling and education, deciding to pursue a career that combined both to inspire future generations. Adanna proposed a project to foster unity among different classes. She organized an interclass competition that brought students together. The event strengthened relationships, breaking barriers of class division within the school. Adanna arranged a visit to a local orphanage, encouraging classmates to donate books and clothes. The smiles on the children's faces inspired everyone to do more for the community, cementing Adanna's role as a leader. A few students criticized Adanna, accusing her of seeking attention. Instead of reacting, she patiently explained her intentions, winning over some critics and proving that sincerity always prevails. Adanna led a campaign promoting hygiene and healthy habits in school. She collaborated with teachers to host workshops, ensuring that her peers understood the importance of cleanliness for well-being. The governor of Lagos wrote a letter commending Adanna for her contributions to education and community welfare. The school celebrated her achievement, inspiring others to take initiative. As final exams approached, Adanna balanced her leadership roles and studies. With the support of friends and teachers, she excelled academically, proving that determination and hard work pay off. The long-awaited graduation day arrived. Adanna, wearing her well-earned sash of excellence, delivered the valedictorian speech. Her words resonated with her peers, inspiring them to chase their dreams with kindness and determination. The school organized a farewell party for the graduating class. Adanna took the opportunity to thank her friends, teachers, and principal for their support, emphasizing the importance of unity and growth. During the summer, Adanna volunteered at a youth center in Lagos, teaching storytelling and life lessons to children. Her sessions became highly popular, with children eagerly attending to hear her tales. Adanna received a prestigious scholarship to study education and creative arts at a university abroad. While excited, she worried about leaving her family and friends behind. The community organized a surprise send-off for Adanna. Children, teachers, and even her classmates gathered to celebrate her achievements and wish her well. Tears of gratitude filled her eyes. Adanna arrived at her university, where she was introduced to students from diverse backgrounds. She quickly adapted, using her storytelling skills to connect with others and make friends. Adanna quickly excelled in her university studies. Professors praised her creativity and determination. Her innovative storytelling techniques in class projects earned her accolades and sparked admiration among her peers. Adanna found a mentor in Professor Davis, a renowned author. He encouraged her to write a book combining her cultural heritage with modern storytelling. "Your voice can inspire many," he said, sparking a new dream in her heart. Adanna participated in a cultural exchange program, representing Nigeria. She shared folktales from her homeland, captivating audiences with her vivid narrations. Her performances highlighted the beauty of African traditions and won her international recognition. Despite her success, Adanna often missed home. She wrote letters to her family, sharing her achievements and seeking their advice. Their encouraging words kept her grounded and motivated. Adanna befriended Mia, a student from Kenya, who shared a passion for storytelling. Together, they collaborated on projects that celebrated African cultures, further strengthening Adanna's resolve to promote unity through art. Inspired by her mentor's advice, Adanna began writing her first book. She poured her heart into the manuscript, weaving tales of resilience, kindness, and cultural pride. Her work reflected her journey and the lessons she'd learned. Midway through her book, Adanna struggled with writer's block. Mia and Professor Davis encouraged her to revisit her roots for inspiration. Adanna found solace in her childhood memories, reigniting her creativity. During a semester break, Adanna returned to Lagos. The warm embrace of her family rejuvenated her spirit. Sharing her progress with her father, she felt a renewed sense of purpose to honor her heritage. Adanna's book, titled Stories of the Sun, was published to critical acclaim. The launch event featured her narrations, drawing a large crowd. Her tales inspired hope and pride in her culture, making her a literary sensation. Adanna's success sparked invitations to speak at conferences and events worldwide. She used these platforms to advocate for education, kindness, and cultural preservation, solidifying her status as a global ambassador for African storytelling. Adanna embarked on a journey across Africa, visiting rural communities to teach storytelling. Her workshops inspired young minds, planting seeds of creativity and pride in their heritage. In a remote village, Adanna faced resistance from elders skeptical of her modern approach. Through patience and respect, she gained their trust and integrated traditional values into her teachings. Adanna's efforts were recognized globally when she received an award for cultural preservation. Her speech emphasized the importance of passing down stories to keep traditions alive. Adanna started a mentorship program for young storytellers, encouraging them to embrace their identities and share their unique narratives. Her men flourished under her guidance. During a conference, Adanna urged leaders to invest in arts education. Her passionate plea garnered support, leading to new initiatives that promoted cultural literacy in schools. Reuniting with Mia, Adanna co-authored a book celebrating African folktales. Their collaboration showcased unity and diversity, receiving praise from critics and readers alike. After years abroad, Adanna returned to Lagos to establish a storytelling center. The center became a hub for cultural exchange and creativity, attracting visitors from around the world. Adanna dedicated her center to her late father, honoring his influence on her journey. The inaugural event featured a retelling of his most cherished stories, bringing the audience to tears. The Storytelling Center collaborated with local schools to host workshops and competitions. Adanna's efforts strengthened community ties and encouraged the preservation of cultural heritage. Adanna's work left an indelible mark on countless lives. Her journey from a small classroom in Lagos to a global stage exemplified the power of resilience, kindness, and the enduring beauty of stories. Adanna envisioned expanding her storytelling center into a network across Africa. With determination, she began collaborating with local leaders, creating spaces where cultural stories could thrive and inspire future generations. Adanna launched a program focused on empowering women through storytelling. She encouraged women to share their experiences, weaving them into powerful narratives that showcased resilience and strength. Adanna was invited to speak at the United Nations on cultural preservation. Her heartfelt speech highlighted Africa's rich storytelling heritage and its potential to foster global understanding and unity. Adanna faced a devastating loss when her mentor, Professor Davis, passed away. She honored his memory by dedicating a scholarship in his name for aspiring storytellers, ensuring his legacy lived on. Adanna embraced technology, launching a digital platform to share African folktales globally. The platform attracted millions of users, bringing timeless stories to the digital age and a new generation. Adanna worked closely with elders from various tribes, recording their stories to preserve oral traditions. These efforts ensured that the wisdom of the past would never be forgotten. Adanna received a Lifetime Achievement Award for her contributions to cultural preservation. The event celebrated her journey and the impact of her work on countless lives. Adanna ventured into filmmaking, adapting African folktales into captivating movies. Her films became international hits, showcasing the vibrancy of African culture to global audiences. Adanna established partnerships with cultural institutions worldwide. Together, they hosted exhibitions and events celebrating African heritage, further cementing her role as a global cultural ambassador. Adanna published her final book, a memoir reflecting on her journey, lessons, and dreams. The book became a bestseller, inspiring readers to embrace their roots and share their stories. Adanna stepped back from public life, entrusting her storytelling center to a new generation of leaders. She settled in her childhood home, surrounded by memories and the love of her family. Even in retirement, Adanna's influence continued to grow. Her mentor carried forward her vision, expanding storytelling centers and inspiring more communities to preserve their cultural narratives. On her 80th birthday, Adanna was honored with a grand celebration. Tributes poured in from around the world, a testament to her enduring impact on storytelling and cultural preservation. Adanna shared her final story with her grandchildren, encouraging them to honor their heritage and carry on the legacy of storytelling. Her words left an indelible mark on their hearts. Adanna's journey became a legend, taught in schools and shared in communities worldwide. Her life story inspired generations to cherish their roots and embrace the power of storytelling. Adanna collaborated with international universities to establish a global archive of African folktales. This repository ensured that the rich oral traditions of the continent would be preserved for future generations. Adanna initiated programs where elders and youth came together to share stories. This exchange bridged generational gaps, fostering mutual respect and a deeper understanding of cultural roots. Adanna mentored her protégé, Ifoni, who showed great promise as a storyteller. She guided him in balancing tradition with innovation, preparing him to lead the storytelling center. The storytelling movement sparked a cultural renaissance across Africa. Festivals celebrating traditional arts, music, and stories flourished, rekindling pride in African heritage. At an international summit, Adanna reunited with Nkem, now a successful cultural historian. They reminisced about their school days and collaborated on a project highlighting the evolution of African storytelling. A monument honoring storytellers was erected in Lagos, featuring Adanna's name among the greats. The site became a beacon for artists and a reminder of the power of stories. Adanna faced criticism for modernizing traditional storytelling methods. She listened and adapted, ensuring that her innovations respected and complemented cultural authenticity. Adanna partnered with artists, musicians, and filmmakers, blending storytelling with other art forms. This fusion introduced African narratives to new audiences worldwide. Adanna hosted a gala honoring elder storytellers who had shaped her journey. Their wisdom and contributions were celebrated, inspiring the younger generation to uphold the legacy. Adanna's stories were translated into multiple languages, spreading African culture to every corner of the globe. Her narratives resonated universally, proving the timelessness of human experience. On her 85th birthday, Adanna reflected on her journey with gratitude. Surrounded by family and friends, she shared a new story, captivating her audience one more time. Adanna published a book of her father's stories, ensuring his voice continued to inspire. The collection became a cherished treasure, connecting readers to the man who inspired her. Adanna hosted a grand festival celebrating unity through storytelling. Delegates from various nations attended, sharing tales that emphasized the interconnectedness of humanity. Adanna began documenting her life's work, preparing for the day she would step back completely. Her focus shifted to ensuring the continuity of her vision through her mentor. Storytellers from around the world gathered in Lagos to honor Adanna. The event showcased diverse traditions, underscoring her impact on global storytelling. Adanna spearheaded a documentary capturing the journey of African storytelling. The film highlighted its evolution and the role it played in shaping identity and resilience. Adanna's grandchildren began creating their own stories, carrying forward her passion. She beamed with pride, knowing her legacy was in capable hands. Adanna was honored with an International Lifetime Achievement Award, celebrating her dedication to preserving and promoting cultural heritage. In her final public address, Adanna thanked her supporters and shared the lessons of her journey. Her heartfelt words resonated deeply, leaving a lasting impression. Adanna officially handed over leadership of the Storytelling Center to Efani. She felt confident in his ability to continue her work and innovate for future generations. Adanna spent her final days surrounded by family, listening to stories told by her grandchildren. She smiled, content that her life's work had come full circle. When Adanna passed away, the world mourned the loss of a cultural icon. Tributes poured in, celebrating her contributions and the indelible mark she left on humanity. A museum dedicated to Adanna's life and work was established in Lagos. Visitors from around the world came to learn about her journey, and the stories to Adanna's life and work was established in Lagos. Visitors from around the world came to learn about her journey and the stories that shaped the continent. Adanna's spirit lived on in every story shared, every lesson taught, and every tradition preserved. Her life became a beacon of hope, reminding the world that stories hold the power to unite and inspire.